Hi, I'm Lisanne Miller with W, Cushing and Company, and it's In the Library with Lisanne for April. We've moved In the Library with Lisanne to the last day of each month, just because we don't want it to conflict with our third Thursdays. So, here we go. Today we're going to do something different. We're not going to really do a rug hooking book. We're going to do books that will help you with your rug hooking. And since rug schools are starting, workshops are starting, a lot of people want to start Orientals, but they don't know where to start the color planning. They don't know what to do. So I'm going to look over a few books. We're going to go over what other books we still have, which is only a few copies of each. I'm also going to go over some wool, so you can see how it equates to the books. And of course, I have found 2 new winter books, and we'll go over those too. All right, so let's talk about Orientals. The best book that I have had for Orientals, as you can tell, it is not new. It is Oriental Rugs in Color. It's by the Macmillan Company, and it's a great book. You can see even just from the cover what kind of a book it is. We do not have any for sale, but you can look on Rare Books or wherever you source your older books from. But here's the beauty of it. This book here is just a reference of all references. Okay, so here we go. It explains what are Oriental rugs, which is very important. These are Orientals. Motifs, fringing, which is important for those of you that want to fringe. So this is the technical. These are the rugs of today. These are the older rugs. What was used to dye the rugs and plants, looms and knotting, how many knots per inch. Always told you what a good Oriental rug was, how they were loomed or how they are loomed. So this is really just a good introduction. Almost looks like Small Frost Oriental. Where they come from, this is an old map. Some of the countries have changed their name. The different motifs, the florals, of course, once you get a floral, it's a Persian. Again, keys to different, the Turkoman group. And we have a lot of Turkoman patterns. We have one with this motif in it, the Turkoman pattern, and it gives you an idea of color placement, although you get to pick the colors. Same with this motif here. They all have different meanings. Again, different places, the Indian rugs, the Pakistan rugs, the Chinese rugs. Again, this is a very, very old book. A lot of these countries have changed names, but their rugs still have meaning and where they come from, what they mean, why they're important, why the motifs are used. And if you're going to design an Oriental rug, this may also help you with that. So color plans. This is the cat's meow. This is the cat's meow. You've got color plan after color plan. I love this gold in the back here. After color plan, this is a rug very similar to one of our Paisley Orientals. Look at the orange red, the navy blue, the drab olive. Different color plans tells you about the rug. How the navy, sometimes the motifs are predominant, sometimes they're overcrowded. Look at the glow from this. Look at this one. Now this one takes in quite a bit. We have a similar one called Sugra. And how the blues, the turquoises, the golds play with oranges. Look at this one here with the teals. A soft blue, soft gold, cream accented with a navy. A typical, look how the cream plays up the motifs. More traditional palettes. Notice the borders. Orientals are really nothing but a lot of borders. Border, 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 border. The borders are important. An Oriental rug, Persian, whatever, but you want to call it, whether it's floral or not, you always start with the center medallion. Yes, I am saying you always start with the center medallion. In the center medallion are the colors that will be throughout your entire rug. You do not change it from the center medallion. So color planning is 3, 5, or 7, 9 with a bigger one. But look at this. Look at the greens. Look at the gold, the muddy golds. Different, and this may not be the pattern, but look how the colors play together. It's not just about the patterns, it's about how they play together, how you want your rug to look, if you want the borders to be predominant, if you want them to subside. Here's a beautiful rug. We have a pattern similar. Look how the navies play that up. A repeat pattern all the way through. This is an interesting one because the first border is not predominant, but the rest of the borders are. It gives you an example of what that would look like. This is similar to Tabriz, our Tabriz pattern. The center is similar to Vendome, the one that I've been working on that was a found project. And again, they just keep going. Dark to light, how to play the golds, how to play the reds, how to play the creams. I think a lot of people forget the creams are just as important as the reds and the blues. Now look at this one. Look at the brightness in this one. Wonderful, wonderful colors. Wonderful peach and apricot tones in this one. Another beautiful rug. So you can just go through here and keep finding color palette after color palette after color palette. This is a tone on tone. Tone on tone is a lot of fun. You need a lot of hues of your outline color, but what a lot of fun to do. Here's where your cream acts as an accent. And again, they just keep rolling along. If you can't, I mean, there's a color palette in here for just about everybody. Love the Copenhagen blue in this one. Just love that blue. It's between a robin's egg and a Copenhagen. Just lovely. And look at this one with the emerald greens. This is like a parchment, a brighter gold. So when you sit and you look at each of these, love this one. You get to see the interplay of the colors. This is a prayer rug. We have this pattern, and it is about this size. It does not have all the borders in it. And they just keep going. There are so many color plans. Here is more of what I will call a neutral color palette with the blue being the highlight. And here are the different rugs that you can do. And these are like the sculpted rugs. These are the Chinese sculpted rugs, but still look at the color palette. And then there's a closer look about the borders. Vendome has these borders that I'm working on. You can change them if you like. You have to be very precise with the borders like that. And then these last little bits of pieces just go into the rugs in detail again, but more about the borders and the index. So Oriental Rugs in Color by the Macmillan Company. Excellent, excellent book. And to show you the inspirations, this is a News and Views. This is from September, October, 1987. And this is... it's M361 Talish, Talish, and we have this pattern, but as you can tell, a lot of these colors, even from the front, are taken from this book. Just excellent resource, excellent way to use nibs and nabs, but then have main color fields. And if you see this border, what I just showed you, here's the border up there again. So, great inspiration. We do have some of these for sale as well. Great book. Love color planning and doing Orientals, as you know. The other book is Oriental Carpets. Okay, this is a bigger book. This is a little more modern book. As you can tell from all the posties that I have in there, I use this book quite a bit. Look at that one. Look at that palette. These are all just different explanations of the book of it. This goes into more detail. If you want to know the history of the Oriental, look at the golds in this one. It gives you a lot of information. This is also a great reference book. If you even own Oriental rugs, this is a great book. This is a little different with the browns, the golds, the oranges, and the creams. Again, different palette may appeal to you if you don't like the traditional palettes. Here's a beautiful one. Look at that. Here's another one this is the perfect example of a parchment background. This would be parchment. It would look worn like that. Look at the lilacs, the lavenders, all great colors in here. Just plethora of different palettes, different color plans, what the colors mean. All the colors in these rugs have meaning as well. Another prayer rug, and we have that one, I believe, as well. Another gorgeous one with paisleys. Of course, you know I would love that one. Look at the paisley borders. Beautiful rug. Beautiful. Beautiful color planning, beautiful color palette, inspiration for you. I like this one is got almost every color you can imagine. Orange, gold, blue, cream, a little bit of purple, a little bit of eggplant. You can't, but yet it all plays together in a very lovely way. A little bolder for the girls that like a little bolder color. And it just goes on and on, how they're used, the different motifs, the closer look at them. This is a newer book, but this is also a great reference book. It's Oriental Carpets, and it's by Robert D. Calatchi. That is who wrote this book. This book is very handy. Whether you never hook an Oriental, or whether you want new color palettes, or if you collect Oriental rugs, this is a great reference book. As you can tell, I use these books all the time. I think they're absolutely superb. So, that's the Oriental rug books. Now, I want to show you some wools that go along with what we just saw and why they're important. And when you look for wools in an Oriental rug, why they're important. This is sapphire. We also have #1 blue, but we're currently sold out. We have to dye more today. But what you're looking for when you're looking to hook an Oriental, you're looking for the deep richness of the color along with all these highlights. The highs and the lows, when you go to hook them, make that Oriental carpet. As you can see, you get all the highs and lows. It looks like a worn Oriental carpet. That is sapphire. This is Oriental green, and it's Oriental green for a reason. It is the color used in a majority of the Orientals. It has its worn spots, its highs, its lows. All you have to do is cut and hook, and you will get that look. It's just a nice green. The reds. Now, the reds can go different colors. This is more of an orange red. It's called Better Than Roses. Happens to be our favorite red. And as you can see, you have your deepness of color, your highlights, so you can just cut, pull, and hook. And look at all the motion in there. It's a beautiful red to hook your Orientals with. The last one is #2 gold. And #2 gold, as you saw a lot of this color as I pointed it out. This is a different color for an Oriental, but it was used in Oriental rugs, and it has the highs and lows. It's got everything you would want in it. You can pair it with the orange, red, green, blue. You can just keep going with it. Great, great palette. So this makes a superb palette to start an Oriental. You can add in parchment, you can add in our case, a cotton, the texture. You can do all different things, but a great primer for an Oriental palette. Okay, I want to go over 2 new books. We'll go over what's left in the library, and then what our summer program is going to be. Red and Lulu. This is by Matt Tavares. He is an excellent, excellent storyteller and illustrator. The book is adorable. It's about 2 cardinals and their tree gets put into Rockefeller Center. But look at his illustrations. Look at that village. Look at the snow on the tree. He provides us a very interesting look. Look at the bird, the regular pine tree and how it's shaded before it has snow on it. He has a unique way of doing faces where they're there but not there. And I know this is a holiday book. It's also great if you have children or grandchildren or just like to read the book. Look at the water. Look at the shading. Water isn't always blue. And this is a gray. This is a blue-gray or a teal. New York City, how he's portrayed it. There's the lights. These are just excellent. Here is a beautiful thing of doing snow. You can hook it where it looks like it's snowing. He does it in a pixelated format where he dots the color in. Look at how he did the tree at Rockefeller Center. It's there, you know what it is. There's some detail, not a lot. Look at the snow on the cardinal. Same thing. I love the way he did the lights on this tree. I think this is just superb. I love the way that he has done the 2 birds, Red and Lulu, the lights in the windows. You look at each page and it equates to rug hooking. Now, in a crowd, you see the faces. They're there, but they're not there. That's a very important thing a lot of us get hung up with. A great study in faces as well. More on the birds. Here's another scene. There's the tree again. This is really a study and would be a stunner to hook. You know it's lit. He uses yellow to show it's lit. You know it's snowing, etc. Love this oval. Love the birds. This says it all right here. His style and how it can equate to our rug hooking. I'll go back to that in a second. Look at this with the tree and the buildings and the perspective. It's there. You know it's there. There you go. But this here really exemplifies everything. So this is LuLu and Red, and we have these for sale. The second one is Dasher. Now, Dasher is another book. It's a children's book, and it's how Dasher became the first reindeer, okay? It is the story of Dasher. Matt does a great job in sepia or in monochromatic. Look at this. Look at the use of highlight. Look at the use of light. Again, faces are there, not exact. Look at the detail. He uses light again. Here is another monochromatic. Look at that. Beautiful. Here he is. Here's Santa with his horse. The use of light to show direction. And yes, I know that we're coming up on summer, but we will be hooking holiday rugs soon, so it's good to keep them in. This is another fabulous book. I love it. I love the detail on the sleigh, or just enough detail to get it there. There he is with his horse. There he is back there. The sky with the church is just beautiful. Now look at that. Look at it snowing. And look at the trees. Look how he's done that. It's a fine, fine example. Same here. You know it's snowing, and it's something that can be hooked. His illustrations really talk to hooking. Love the way he does the snow on the pine tree. Just love it. This is just perfect. So, this is called Dasher by Matt Tavares, and we do have these available as well. The other books that we have available, we have Hooked on the Wild Side by Elizabeth Black. We still have more of American Primitive Hooked Rugs signed by Emma Lou and Barb Carroll. I think we have one scrappy book left by B. Brock. Maybe one or two left of Cynthia Norwood's first book, Creating an Antique Look in Hooked Rugs, with the pattern intact. And I believe we have one of Boswell's The Rug Hook book left. Now, I want to talk about summer reading and what we're going to do across the summer. William Winthrop Kent, his 3 books, The Hooked Rug Design, and Rare Hooked Rug. We are going to go in depth into each of these in a unique fashion that others cannot do. William Winthrop Kent was an architect, not a rug hooker per se. He did research, he went into detail, into depth on each of these rugs. The beauty of this is he wrote to Ralph Burnham for different things. How do I know that? Because we're going to explore the actual letters that William Winthrop Kent wrote to Ralph Burnham asking for assistance. Also, we have and will be producing some of the plates in here that William Winthrop Kent designed and used. And these are in pastel. They have his signature, they have his emblem, and we'll be looking at those as well. So we're going to take a little history trip, and we're going to go through them in a very unique way. I know a lot of people have gone through the books and looked at it, but we're actually going to go behind the book and look into William Winthrop Kent himself, where he got his information from, how he signs things. This is his signature, his pastels that he created for hooked rugs. So this is going to be our summer reading. If you have the books, great. We may have a few copies, I believe. You can call us and find out. But this is going to be our June, July, and August summer reading. So I hope you've enjoyed In the Library with Lisanne. I look forward to seeing you all soon, and bye for now.